Are you a preschool teacher or a children's librarian who's ready to take your group time to a new level by making it more musical? Are you ready to learn an instrument that is low cost, easy to transport and store, simple to learn, and can make story time more engaging for everyone? Then ukulele is the perfect answer for you. Back when I was a kid, lots of preschool teachers and librarians played an instrument, often an auto harp. But these days, many teachers just reach for their smartphone and Bluetooth speaker and play a YouTube video. It's an easy answer, but it's not a perfect answer. YouTube videos are generally not made for our settings, so they're often too fast or too slow, too long, sometimes just overproduced and really chirpy. So finding a video that is really appropriate for group time is tricky. And then once you find one, you can still have tech challenges. Your speaker battery dies, the Bluetooth is not connecting, an ad comes on. With live music, you can totally customize it to the mood of the moment. It can be exactly the tempo and exactly as many verses as feels right that day. Watching you play an instrument is much more interesting to the visual and kinesthetic learners than just pressing a button on the phone is. Plus, it models the idea that someday they too could make music. Now, you may be thinking, but I'm not a musician, or I don't have any musical talent. You know what that sounds like? A fixed mindset. And if the children you worked with were thinking such limited thoughts about themselves, you'd try to nip that in the bud, right? So let's do it for yourself. Let's try out a growth-based mindset. Let's begin by believing a few key things. Anyone can learn to play music. It just takes time and practice and the willingness to make mistakes. But if you have those things, you can get there. I know because I spent about 50 years thinking I wasn't a musician. And then I just started playing and I figured it out. Everything I show you here, I learned from YouTube videos, so I am confident that you can too. So let's get started. The first step is to find your ukulele. You'll want to find a soprano ukulele. You can see if there's one already in the storeroom at your teaching site or library, or maybe your friends have one they aren't using. You can find them at thrift shops or on Facebook Marketplace. If you do get a used ukulele, you may need to buy new strings, and then you would need to learn how to string a uke. There are a lot of YouTube videos, and it's pretty easy. Or you can go to your local music shop to try things out hands-on. For me, I ordered my first two ukuleles online. There's a really nice basic uke on Amazon for just $50. It's the Anya carbon fiber. Here's a video of the Anya in action. Let's go ahead and listen to a few things on here. Here's just the open strings. A C chord. And let's do a D minor. Let's learn how to hold a ukulele. You hold the neck in your left hand and the body with your right arm. So the first thing you want to do is put it up against your body. Some people hold it way down here in their lap, especially when they're sitting down. Some might hold it there. Some will hold it all the way up here. It's really a range of what feels right for you, and you're going to experiment with it over time. But get it to the place you want it, and then you're going to kind of lock it into place by taking your arm, and you place your forearm across the bottom of the ukulele. And what I'm doing is kind of pressing the back of the ukulele into my chest and stomach area. And so this puts my strumming thumb or my strumming finger here in the bottom of the neck. And that's where you want it, not down here over the sound hole, but more up on the bottom of the neck area. That's where you're going to get the best sound. This arm, the whole arm moves up and down. You're not going to want to strum like this with your wrist. Instead, it's kind of the whole arm coming up and down. All right, so that's that hand. With this hand, you could hold it so you've got your thumb on the back of the instrument and you're holding this here. Or you can if you find this part of your hand, let that neck just up above that top bar, let it rest right there in your hand. This is really nice and stable feeling, and it gives me a really good support for doing fretting in those top 3 or 4 fret bars. I'm going to tell you though that eventually, when you're playing further down the fretboard, you're going to want to move out of that space and down into the space that gives you more flexibility to move up and down the board. Okay. That's how to hold your ukulele. Now, I personally use a strap almost always when I play. Some never do, but for me, it just kind of provides that little extra bit of, I can gesture and talk, and without having to remember to hold on to my ukulele the whole time. When you're holding a ukulele, the top string that is closest to your face is the G string.
then the C, the E, and the A is closest to your feet. Later, when you're ready to learn chords, we'll talk about using your first finger, that's your index finger, middle is your second finger, ring is your third finger, and pinky is 4. You'll need to start by tuning your ukulele. Especially for new ukuleles or new strings on an old uke, they tend to need tuned every time you pick it up to play. Later on, those strings will settle in a little better. Back when I was a teenager trying to learn guitar, the tuning part was always so hard for me to listen to a note and try to match it by ear. These days, there are electronic tuners and tuning apps that make it so much easier. Here's how it works with the Instuner app, a free chromatic tuner app. You pluck a string, and the app shows you what note that string is playing. So on this example, when I first strummed the G string, it was playing an F. So to get to G, I had to tune up. I made an adjustment, tested again. Now it was in G, but it still needed to be tuned up further, so I adjusted again till it was in tune. Let's watch a video of the tuning process. On the top 2 strings, the G and the C, you turn the peg counterclockwise to tune up. On the others, E and A, you'll turn clockwise to tune up. Now, the really observant people in this video will notice that I turned the A string counterclockwise. That's because I accidentally strung my uke wrong the last time I changed strings. It works fine, but I want to be sure I don't confuse you.
Let's go ahead and check the low G string. It's a little bit low, so we want to tune up just a bit. Now that's in tune. Let's check our C. Again, we need to come up a little bit, so we're going to turn that peg. Check it again. Oh, went too far. And bring it back down. Now come up again to the correct note. Sometimes it takes just a little twiddling to get there. There we go. Check our E string. Oh, almost had it. There we go, and now we're at A. There we go. And we can also check our tune by doing the corresponding notes. So this is a G string, but let me find a C on there. So that's G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C. So that's my C. And then I check the C string. Okay, those are matching. On here, I'm going to go ahead and find my E. So that's C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. Let's check this. And the E string. Okay. On the E string, we'll go ahead and find the A. So we've got F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and the A. They're on that 5th fret. So play A. And we're in tune and ready to play.
Let's learn how to strum the ukulele.
Now we're going to go ahead and look at how to strum. Don't worry about chords or pressing or anything with your left hand yet. Right now we're just going to work on what's going to happen with our right hand. Okay, so we're going to start by learning how to strum with our thumbs. So put your thumb up like this and a big thumbs up, and then you're going to bring it over here to your ukulele and just bring that down. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, or. Okay. You're playing on kind of the thumb, on the side of your thumb here, not on the pad, not on the nail, but kind of right here in the middle. This is best for just downstrokes. You can strum up with your thumb, but that might feel a little bit harder to learn at first. So when we're starting with just the thumb, we're just going to pull it down. That's strumming with your thumb. We can also look at strumming with your index finger. So what I want you to do is put your hand out like this and kind of go, eh. You feel that eh movement back and forth? That's kind of the movement we're going to use to strum with. Now we need to move our fingers out so we can strum. So put that first finger down, make the shape, and just kind of curl these others out of your way. Okay, so now I've got this index finger here ready to go, and do that right? So I could just strum down, or I can do up and down. When I'm going down, I'm using my fingernail on the way down. On the way back up, I'm strumming with that kind of side of my finger here. So probably when you begin strumming, we're going to do just thumb down. And maybe we only play once per measure. But as we get more confident and more familiar with the song, let's try switching to that index finger. And when you're ready to add in more division to the notes and play maybe all those half notes or all those quarter notes, that's when you start adding the ups and downs. And that's the basics of strumming.
All right, let's start learning some chords. We'll start with C major.
The first chord is just to put your ring finger, that third finger here, on the 3rd fret of the bottom string. That's our A string, but when we put our finger on that 3rd fret, it turns it into a C note. Okay. Now the first thing I want you to do is make sure that you've got good firm pressure on that. So let's find the right spot where if you walk down, you get the first finger on that 1st fret, second finger on that 2nd fret. That's not what we want. We want that 3rd finger on that 3rd fret, and we want it pressed all the way down. So when I pluck that string, that C note rings out. If you're not pressing hard enough, you're going to hear this. Right? Press it down to have good pressure, good tone. That's going to be easier if you have short fingernails. You'll notice that most people who play guitar or ukulele have short fingernails on the left hand, longer fingernails on the right hand for strumming with. Again, let's find that note, pick it. So that's the C note. That's not the C chord yet, because the C chord is played on all 4 strings. So to play the C chord, let's first make sure all of our notes are ringing out. So we've got our G, we've got the C note, or C string, the E string, and the C note on the A string. So they all sound good individually. Let's go ahead and play that whole chord together. That is a C chord. Remember, you can strum that with your index finger or with your thumb. Notice it has a kind of a different tone. That's my thumb. This is my index finger. And that is the C major chord.
Let's try playing a few songs using just that one chord.
We're going to put that 3rd finger on that 3rd fret. Let's go ahead and make sure we've got a nice tone before we start playing. All right. Okay, let's do row, row, row your boat. And we're just going to play 1 down strum per measure. Just playing on that C chord. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. It's a song you played on a ukulele. Not very exciting, but it's a good place to start. Let's do row, row, row your boat a few times and then play with a few more things we can play with just that C chord. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. That was strumming with my index finger. On the next one, we're going to do Brother John, and we're going to try using the thumb instead, just for a little bit different tone. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Brother John, Brother John. Morning bells are ringing, morning bells are ringing. Ding, ding, dong, ding, ding, dong. Let's try Mary Had a Little Lamb. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. See, you can do it with just a C, but it's gonna sound a lot better when we add in that F chord later.
So you can play a song with just one chord. It's just much more interesting to have 2 chords. So let's learn our second chord, F major.
So this one is going to be F major. What you're going to do first is take your index finger, that's your first finger, and put it in the first fret of the E string. So that's 1, 2, 3. The third string down from the top is the E string. And I'm going to put my finger there on the F note. Okay, so here's the E without that pressed. When I press that down, I've got the F note. To turn that into the F chord, we're also going to take our second finger, that middle finger, and put it up on the second fret of the top string. Okay, first finger, first fret of the E string, second finger, second fret of that top string, the G. Now let's go ahead and play each of those strings out separately to make sure they're ringing. G, C. Ooh, that didn't sound good, did it? Let's go ahead and press that down a little bit differently. Better. Those are all ringing out. Sometimes if I'm not being careful, this one's going to be accidentally pressing on this string below it. This one's going to accidentally press on the string below it, and you're going to hear thunk, ring, thunk. Okay, so we need to tip our hands up so that we're only touching those those strings we mean to be touching, and not accidentally touching the others. So let's ring them out again. Okay, let's play our F chord. Okay, with our thumb or with our index finger. If you're feeling strumming up and down, we're gonna do this. That's our F chord.
Before we try playing a song, let's just try to figure out how to smoothly move from one chord to another while keeping our strum going steady.
So let's play our F first. So first, let's make sure it's ringing. Okay. Now we'll start with our F and then do 4 strums there and then switch over to the C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now take your third finger, put it on that third fret of the bottom string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to F. So the first finger goes on that second fret of the E string. Second finger goes on the top fret. Second fret of that top string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch to C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch to F. Now what we want to do is make that transition as smooth as possible with no pauses in between. And so you'll notice I kind of keep my fingers hovering pretty close here. I don't want to, if I'm moving them far away every time, I'm going to lose a lot of time. So let's try F, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, and C, 2, 3, 4. And that's how you're going to switch it back and forth between the F and the C.
Let's learn how to read my chord notations, and then we'll try playing a 2-chord song.
I want to start with the tune of Farmer in the Dell, because once you learn that, there's so many different other songs you can play to that same tune. So you'll see that I do have a chord sheet that's got all these things listed out. Everywhere that you see an F, you're going to play an F chord. Whenever you see just a yellow line without any chord on it, you're just going to play that same chord again. So I'd go F and F. And then I go to that next yellow spot and it says C. So that's where I'll switch to the C chord, then the F, then the C, and then the F. Okay, let's go ahead and try playing Farmer in the Dell. So we're going to do just 1 strum down with our thumb on each measure. We start off with the F and we're going to play that twice. We'll do the farmer in the dell. Do it again. The farmer in the dell. Switch to C. Hi-ho. Back to F, the dairy-o. C, the farmer in the F, dell. Okay, let's try playing that something like tempo, okay? So starting with our F, the farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell. C, hi-ho, F, the dairy-o, the C, farmer in the F, dell. Try again, and you're going to be able to play this video again and again to play along with it till you've got the hang of it, okay? The farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell. Hi-ho the dairy-o, the farmer in the dell.
Let's move our strumming up to the next level by adding down-up strumming to Farmer in the Dell.
Let's try dividing that rhythm up a little bit more. So what we're going to do is, instead of strumming with our thumb, we're going to use our finger. Go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now let's think about when those strums want to be. If you know how to clap to music, we're going to be able to strum to music as well. So let's first imagine we're only doing that down clap. The farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell. Hi-ho the dairy-o, the farmer in the dell. Right? If we were only doing the down strum, we could do it at that rhythm. Now let's add in the upstroke. And the way we're going to do that is, that's our down strum, this is our up strum. The farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell. Hi-ho the dairy-o, the farmer in the dell. Okay, that's the rhythm we're looking for. And we are going to be remembering to change chords as we go along. Okay, so you're coordinating both the rhythm of your right hand strumming and the movement of your left hand from chord to chord. And don't expect to get it right away. It is a thing that takes time to learn. But let's go ahead and play with it. Let's start with our F chord. The farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell. And that's when we would switch to our C chord, but keep that rhythm going. Hi-ho, F, the dairy-o, C, the farmer in the F dell. Got it? We're doing down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, let's go ahead and try doing that a little bit more to the right rhythm. The farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell. Hi-ho the dairy-o, the farmer in the dell.
In the song sheets, I offer lots of alternative lyrics for some of the tunes, and there are plenty more songs that you can find online that use those same tunes, or it's easy to write your own to fit the curriculum. Let's check out some variants for Farmer in the Dell tune.
We're going to still be doing that F, C, F, C, switch back and forth, okay? We clap and sing hello, we clap and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we clap and sing hello. Okay, let's try the next one with a little bit of uppy downies in there as well. Bouncing we will go, bouncing we will go. See, hi-ho the dairy-o, bouncing we will go. Okay, for fall season, we got the leaves are turning red, the leaves are turning red. Hi-ho the dairy-o, the leaves are turning red. So again, we can kind of play with what we want to do with our strums, whether we're doing only downs, down ups, how fast our tempo is going to match the song well. Okay, let's try two more. And I'm going to play around a little bit, so I'm not always downing and upping, right? Because what we can start doing is leaving out some. So we might go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, try that. The sun is in the sky, the sun is in the sky. Hot and bright it gives us light, the sun is in the sky. Okay, we can vary a little bit. That's again one of those things that you're not going to do right away, but as you get better at it, you can start playing with where the rhythms sound right. A bee is on my toe, a bee is on my toe. Hey ho, just watch me blow, a bee is on my toe.
Now we'll move on to Oh My Darling Clementine, which can be played with the F and C chords, or also we can experiment with playing with F and C7.
So you're going to see this is still those same F and C chords. And so we're going to do play the F, oh my darling, play an F again, oh my darling, play another F, oh my darling Clementine. Notice how we changed that C chord right in the middle of the word Clementine. Okay? We're going to stay on that C chord. You were lost and gone forever. We switch back to F. Dreadful C, sorry, Clementine. That's the F. So let's play with that. And again, we're going to start off by just doing one strum down, for each chord change or each kind of voice in the song. Okay. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clemency, time. Keep on that C. You were lost and gone for F, ever dreadful. See? Sorry, Clementine. All right, let's try that to rhythm. And again, you can always go back and replay parts of the video until you're ready to catch up with me. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling, see Clementine, you were lost. Ooh, that was a mistake, wasn't it? Let's try that again. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, stay on that C. You were lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. One more time. Remember, we're trying for that switching smoothly between the F, the C, the F, the C, the F, the C. And the smaller the movement you make, the easier it is to do that quickly. So don't, right, but do a nice small movement. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you were lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. All right, let's go ahead and play with all the other songs that we have words for here, and we can play with varying the strumming patterns as well. Picked an apple that was growing in the sun. Then I washed it and I ate it, then I picked another one. What's the weather, what's the weather, what's the weather like today? Is it sunny, is it rainy, is it windy out today? What's our letter, what's our letter, what's our letter for today? What's the letter from the alphabet that we will learn today? Now notice I'm playing around with my rhythm, and you can feel free to do that as soon as you're feeling able to do that. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You can play that song with the F and the C chords, but you can also try it with F and C7. So let's look about how C7 is different. We're going to play a different note. So for C chord, on the A string, we're playing a C note. So that's the third finger, third fret. That's a C note. If instead we used our first finger on the first fret, that is a A sharp or a B flat. But let's say it's an A sharp on that A string. Let's see how that affects the sound of the chord. This is a C chord. And this is a C7 chord. Okay, so let's try doing the Oh My Darling with this C7 instead. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you were lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. I like the sound a little bit better, and it's also easy to switch from that F to that C7 to the F to the C7. So you can play with that, see how it feels to you.
And now moving on to the wheels on the bus.
All right, we're ready for our third song, and we're going to learn the Wheels on the Bus tune, because you may know there are so many different songs that you can set to the Wheels on the Bus tune. And also, kids will wheel on the bus anytime you want them to. So let's go ahead and learn the basics of that. We're still using that F chord and that C chord. Okay, so we're going to start with the wheels on the bus go round and round. Okay, both of those are on the F chord. Then we switch to our C, round and round, and back to F, round and round. Stay on the F. The wheels on the bus go round and round. See? All through the town. Okay, let's try that all together. The wheels on the bus go round and round. See? Round and round. F, round and round. Stay on the F. The wheels on the bus go round and round. See? All through the F town. Let's play that all the way through. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The The wheels on the bus go round and round all through the town. Let's try some other words. The leaves on the trees turn orange and red, orange and red, orange and red. The leaves on the tree turn orange and red all through the town. Let's do new words and a different strumming pattern. The weather's getting cold, so bundle up, bundle up, bundle up. The weather's getting cold, so bundle up. Winter's coming soon. In the summer, it can be the waves on the beach go up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, there's lots of different things we can do here. Now, in this video and with this handout, what I'm doing is teaching you a bunch of different songs we can play to F and C before we ever worry about any other chords. But I'm going to say all of these songs can be played in different keys, and in different keys that use different chords. And this is the key that feels comfortable for my voice, but what key sounds comfortable for your voice and sounds right to your ear might be a little different. So we could transpose those notes. Let's play with C and G instead. So anywhere you would use the F chord, you're going to switch to the C. Everywhere you've been using the C chord, we're going to take that one and transpose that into a G. Okay? So, the wheels on the bus go round and round. Now G, round and round. Back to C, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all through the town. Doesn't sound right to me, may sound right to you. They are both technically correct. Let's go ahead and also play with D to A. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Okay, then we can try transposing it to different keys. Again, that's advanced, but you might see that in different songbooks, rather than listing the wheels on the bus as an F and C song like I have, they might list it and transposed into a different key. Play the one that feels best to you.
Let's test just a few more F and C songs. Now you'll see that every song that's in my song sheets is a preschool song. That's because this video is aimed at preschool teachers, but there's certainly plenty of other songs, pop songs and folk songs and so on, that can be played with an F and C chord if you just search online for those options.
Let's begin with the Itsy Bitsy Spider tune. So again, we're just going to look at the notes, and the notes will tell us exactly when we need to change that chord. So we do the F, Itsy Bitsy Spider, and we change to C for up the water spout is on the F. So let's begin that. And you can always practice one line over and over till you get the hang of that. Move on to the second line, play that till you get the hang of it, and play 1 and 2 together till it's feeling right. Okay? The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Okay, let's play that again. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Okay, let's do that all from the beginning. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Okay, let's try Kookaburra. Kookaburra is going to start on the C. Okay, so let's start down here on the C. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, merry, merry, king of the bushes he. Laugh, Kookaburra, laugh, Kookaburra, gay your life must be. A little bit faster. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, merry, merry, king of the bushes he. Laugh, Kookaburra, laugh, Kookaburra, gay your life must be. Then we'll do Mary Had a Little Lamb, starting on the F. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. There's lots of different songs we can sing to the same tune. So let's try the If You're Wearing Red Today that we could do for a welcoming song. If you're wearing red today, red today, red today. If you're wearing red today, stand up and shout hooray.
Once you master the F and C songs, it can be fun to play around with switching those to F and C7. Sometimes you'll like the sound of the C better, sometimes you'll like the sound of the C7 better. It could depend on your voice and just kind of what sounds right to your ear.
So let's just play with Mary Had a Little Lamb for a second. Let's do it first with the C, and then we'll try with A7. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Now let's try it with the C7. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. So go ahead and play with all those songs you've already learned in F and C. Try them in F and C7, and then go forward in the song sheet, and you're going to discover we have a whole lot more songs that work well with that F and C7 pairing.
This video is intended to be pretty comprehensive, so it is not expected to be something that you would go through in one setting and master everything it includes. Pace yourself, play one segment, learn that information, practice it over and over before moving on to the next. This next step can wait until you're ready to take on learning more. But if you're ready now, let's try F and C7.
Let's do Frere Jacques. We tried it earlier with just the C, and let's see how much better it sounds when we're mixing that F and C7. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping, Brother John? Brother John, morning bells are ringing, morning bells are ringing, ding, ding, dong, ding, ding, dong. Let's do Mulberry Bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush, mulberry bush, mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush so early in the morning. We can do lots of different words to that same tune. This is the way we clap our hands, clap our hands, clap our hands. This is the way we clap our hands so early in the morning. Let's try out The More We Get Together. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Let's jazz us it up a little bit with a little bit more strum mixed in there. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Let's try out Skip to My Lou. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou, skip, skip, skip to my Lou, skip, skip, skip to my Lou, skip to my Lou, my darling. Got some more strums in there. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou, skip, skip, skip to my Lou, skip, skip, skip to my Lou, skip to my Lou, my darling. And again, let's do some word variations. Hands are clapping, clap, clap, clap. Hands are clapping, clap, clap, clap. Hands are clapping, clap, clap, clap. Clap your hands with me. Snow is falling, what do I do? Snow is falling, what do I do? Snow is falling, what do I do? What do I do, my darling? I'll ride my sled fast, how about you? I'll ride my sled fast, how about you? I'll ride my sled fast, how about you? How about you? How about you, my darling? Yeah, sometimes you're gonna make mistakes. Like I just made a mistake. Usually with the kids, we're just gonna keep on playing, let it go, rather than worrying about it. Here's a nice goodbye song where you would echo words back to me. So I sing it, you'd sing it. It's time to say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye to all of our friends. To all of our friends, we'll see you all another day. We'll see you all another day. We'll all have time to play. And we'll all have time to play. All right, are you ready to do the hokey pokey? You put your hand in, you put your hand out, you put your hand in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey as you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. And Five Little Ducks. Again, these are all FC7 songs. 5 little ducks went out one day over the hill and far away. Mama the duck said quack, 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 but only 4 little ducks came back. Okay, are you ready to learn the G chord? I find it easiest to start with my middle finger, so I put that second finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. Now I'm going to rotate my hand just a little bit, put my 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the C string. So that's 2 strings up from the other one. Now we're going to take that 3rd finger and put it on the 3rd fret of this E string. Okay? So 2nd finger, 2nd fret of the A, 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the C string, and then the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of E. Let's see it, sound it out to see how they all sound. Are they all ringing out nicely? Remember, if they're not, if we've got this, you need to be pressing down better on each one. And that's our G string. There's an alternate way to play this, and it will someday make it easier for you to change chords. And I think of it as my pinky G. We can try it. You can see which one you feel like you like better. So for this one, we're going to take instead the 3rd finger and put it on the 2nd fret of the A string. I'm going to take my 2nd finger, put it on the 2nd fret of C. And now that pinky is going to bring in that 3rd fret on that E string. Sounds exactly the same. Might be easier to do, might be harder to do. Some of us are just a lot less coordinated with our pinkies, but one of the things that's going to make us easier for us to do is switching to other chords is easier when I've got this finger floating out here and I'm just dealing with the pinky there. So play with it if you want to. If that's adding way too much complication for you, let's stick to the original. So middle finger, 2nd fret of the A. 1st finger, 2nd fret of the C. 3rd finger, 3rd fret of the E string. And that's a G major chord.
Now that we know G, let's work on a collection of C and G songs.
All right, now we're ready to play our songs with the C and G. Let's go ahead and just go through all of them right in a row and see how they go. So we're going to start with the 10 Little Indians tune. I don't sing the 10 Little Indians song, but there are a lot of different other words we can set to that same tune. So let's start with Snowflakes, which is a great one to use in the wintertime. So starting on that C, 1 little, 2 little, 3 little snowflakes. Switch to your G. 4 little, 5 little, 6 little snowflakes. Back to the C. 7 little, 8 little, 9 little snowflakes. 10 snowflakes on the ground. A little faster with more strumming. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little snowflakes. 4 little, 5 little, 6 little snowflakes. 7 little, 8 little, 9 little snowflakes. 10 snowflakes on the ground. We can also sing a much more complicated song with that. Let's try the lift 1 foot and then the other. Lift 1 foot and then the other. Lift 1 foot, then the other. Lift them both together. Or where, oh, where are baby's fingers? Where, oh, where are baby's toes? Where is baby's belly button? Round and round it goes. Now, C and G, I actually don't think is the perfect key for this song. I like it better in other keys, but since we're learning C and G songs, you can know that that works with those chords. Let's go ahead and do open, shut them. Whew, this is a lot of trading back and forth, so it's challenging, and you're probably gonna have to work on this several times to get there, okay? Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Give a little tap, tap, tap. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Lay them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them, crawl them. Creep them, crawl them. Right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open up your little mouth, but do not let them in. And then ring around the rosy. Ring around the rosy, a pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Cows are in the meadow, eating buttercups. Thunder, lightning, we all stand up. Okay, we can also do Barney's cleanup song with C's and G's. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean up, everybody, do your share.
Now that you've got the hang of G, let's work on G7.
Alrighty, let's learn the G7 chord. The G7, we're going to start by using our first finger on the first fret of the E string. Then you're going to put your second finger on the second fret of C and your third finger on the second fret of the A string. Let's ring them out, see how they sound. Okay, let's take that off and build it again. So again, we're going to go the first finger, second fret of E, second finger, second fret of C, third finger, second fret of A. Now let's practice switching back and forth to the C. And we've been playing the C all along with our ring finger. Might work to try it with your pinky here. It's going to save you a lot of effort if you can do it with your pinky. So we'll do the C, switch over to the G7. So we're switching from the C, whether you're playing with that with your ring or your pinky. So we've got C, and then remember to build that G. I kind of put my index finger down first and then bring the other two over. So the C, the others, the others. Okay. C, G7, C. Let's try that with 4 strums per chord. C is 1, 2, 3, 4, G7. 1, 2, 3, 4, and C. 2, 3, 4, G7. 2, 3, 4. And so let's start with London Bridges. And actually let's explore first, because we can play London Bridges with G or G7. So let's do it with the G first. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Or here it is with the G7. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Either works. Matter of preference. So let's do that more slowly, going from the C to the G7. London Bridge is falling down, G7, falling down, C, falling down, keep the C. London Bridge is falling down, G7, my fair sea lady. There's so many different songs to this tune. Okay, so we can do little raindrops falling down, falling down, falling down, little raindrops falling down, falling to the ground. I know sometimes I'm going to start doing a bunch of random strums. Just remember, you don't have to strum along with all those strums. You just have to do the one per measure. If you're playing in a group, it's just nice to know that if you're not up to strumming along with everyone, even just hitting that one strum per measure, or even hitting the one strum on the chords you know, and then just kind of waiting for that chord you know to roll around again, is a way you can play in a group. Okay. Little snowflake twirling round, twirling round, twirling round, little snowflake twirling round, lands on my head. Let's do a looby-loo. Here we go, looby-loo. Here we go, looby-lie. Here we go, looby-loo on a Saturday night. Okay, let's do that slower. Here we go, looby-loo. Here we go, looby-lie. Here we go, loop. Oop, that was my mistake, wasn't it? Let's try again. Here we go, looby-loo. Here we go, looby-lie. Here we go, looby-loo, all on a Saturday night. I like this little peekaboo song. Someone is hiding, hiding, hiding. Someone is hiding, who could it be? Peekaboo. Okay, so let's try that slowly together. Someone is hiding, hiding, hiding. Someone is hiding. Who could it be? Peekaboo. Okay, we're going to try some 3-chord songs. So these are using the chords we already know. We're going to use C, F, and G7. So C is that third finger, third fret of A. F, first finger, first fret of the E string, and the second finger, second fret of G. And G7, first finger on the first fret of E, second finger, second fret of C, third finger, second fret of the A string. Okay? Let's take this really slow. So we do Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Starting with the C, we go twinkle, twinkle. Now we're going to switch to that F. Little, back to the C. Star. Ooh, now we're ready for a G7. How I see, wonder, G7. What you see are. Let's do just that part, nice and slow. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Okay, now let's work on the second section. Starts off in that C still. F, above the C, world, so G7, I see, like a F, diamond, C, in the sky. Let's do just that section, starting with the F. Actually, sorry, starting with the C. Up a F, above the C, world, so G7, high. C, like a F diamond, C in the sky. Going back to the beginning, because that's where the song takes us. C, twinkle, twinkle, F, little C star, G7. How I see, wonder, G7, what you are. Try playing the whole thing through. Twinkle, twinkle, another song, a couple songs to that same tune. I'm going to do these faster. I just want to have you have a sense of what they sound like so you can play with them later once you have the hang of the tune. Two little eyes to look around, two little ears to hear each sound, one little nose to smell what's sweet, one little mouth that likes to eat, eyes and ears and nose and mouth, eyes and ears and nose and mouth. Okay, are you ready for the alphabet song? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABC. Next time, won't you sing with me? Snowflake, snowflake, fancy free. Snowflake, snowflake, dance with me. First on my head, then on my toes, then on my nose where the cold wind blows. Snowflake, snowflake, turn around. Snowflake, snowflake, touch the ground. Let's do a couple more songs that we can do C, F, and G7. They also work in some other keys as well, but let's try them with these chords. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear whoever. Happy birthday to you. This old man, he played one. He played knick-knack on my phone with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. Pumping up and down in my little red wagon. Pumping up and down in my little red wagon. Pumping up and down in my little red wagon. Won't you be my darling? Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. One song you play with C, G, and F is If You're Happy and You Know It. And once you know that tune, there's lots of other lyrics that you can sing to it. So it's going to start with a C. So again, that's that third finger, third fret of the A string. Then G. So that's second finger on the second fret of the A string. First finger on the second fret of C. Third finger on the third fret of E. And then the other chord we need is the F. F is the first finger on the second fret of the E string, second finger on the second fret of the G string. Okay. Let's go ahead and give it a try. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Okay. Let's try that again a little bit slower if you're feeling like that is too fast for you. So if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Okay, let's try out some of the other tunes. Let's go ahead and put your baby in the air and then shake your bells in the air, then tap your sticks in the air. Put your baby in the air, in the air. Put your baby in the air, in the air. Put your baby in the air. Say, how's the air up there? Put your baby in the air, in the air. Shake your bells in the air, in the air. Shake your bells in the air, in the air. Shake your bells in the air and freeze them right there. Shake your bells in the air, in the air. Tap your sticks in the air, in the air. Tap your sticks in the air, in the air. Tap your sticks in the air and do it with some flair. Tap your sticks in the air, in the air. Here's a goodbye song we sing every day. And this one has gestures that go with it. So we do the see you soon, raccoon, bye-bye. And then we go to the alligator part. We go, see you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. See you soon, raccoon, bye-bye. So see you soon, raccoon, bye-bye. See you soon, raccoon, bye-bye. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. See you soon, raccoon. Bye-bye. And I really like this one for blowing bubbles. There are bubbles in the air, in the air. There are bubbles in the air, in the air. There are bubbles in the air. There are bubbles everywhere. There are bubbles in the air, in the air. Okay, let's go ahead and roll through several more songs that use the chords of C and G and F. Earlier we did Row, Row, Row Your Boat with only the C chord and it was quite dull. So let's try with these three chords mixed together. Starting on our C. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Okay, let's do Wave Our Scarves Together. This is to the tune of Jolly Good Fellow. We wave our scarves together, we wave our scarves together, we wave our scarves together because it's fun to do. Got a lot of switches in there. Let's try it again. We can try shaking our scarves together this time. We shake our scarves together, we shake our scarves together, we shake our scarves together because it's fun to do. Okay, let's do I'm a Little Teapot and then a couple other songs to that same tune. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, then I'll shout, tip me over and pour me out. Here is my pumpkin, round and fat. Here is a point on a witch's hat. Here is the mouth of a ghost who says boo. And here are owl eyes looking at you. Here is my pumpkin, round and fat. Here is a point on a witch's hat. Or in the springtime, I'll plant a little seed in the dark, dark ground. Out comes the yellow sun, big and round. Down comes the cool rain, soft and slow. Up comes the little seed, grow, grow, grow. And now Ba Ba Black Sheep. Again, these are all using C, F, and G. Ba Ba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. One for the master and one for the dame. One for the little boy who lives down the lane. Ba Ba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. A classic closing song is Teddy Bear. Teddy bear, turn around. Teddy bear, touch the ground. Teddy bear, peek-a-boo. Teddy bear, I love you. saw the doctor, and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. Okay, if you've already mastered all the basic chords and you're kind of ready to do some new things, I want to show you just one song each that uses some of the new chords that you might also want to add in. I like a D minor. Not a lot of children's songs are in minor, but it's fun when they are. And one of the songs that is Drunken Sailor. One of the other ones is Muffin Man. So we're going to do a D minor. So for a D minor, we're going to put that first finger on the first fret of E, and then finger number 2 on the second fret of G, finger number 3 on the second fret of C. Okay, so we've got that. So again, here, here, here. Oh, got that minor tone. Let's hear the whole chord. Okay, so let's do Muffin Man, which uses C, D minor, and G. Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Yes, I know the Muffin Man, he lives on Drury Lane. Let's add A7 and D. For A7, we take our first finger, put it on the first fret of the C string. That's it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's get a little better. That's better. And here's what this whole chord sounds like. That's our A7. For D, we're going to take finger 1, 2, and 3 and load them up there on G, C, and E strings. The A is left open. Okay, so for this song, we'll need D, we'll need G, and A7. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh. Okay, for this song, we're going to add an A and an E7. So for the A, you'll take your first finger, put it on the first fret of the C string. You'll take your second finger, put it on the second fret of the G string. That's our A. And then let's do our E7. Our E7 is the first finger on that first fret of that top G string. Then the second finger on the second fret of the C, and then we're going to skip right over that E and land our third finger on the second fret of the A string. That's an E7. Okay, so for this song, we're going to need A, D, and E7. Let's try that. Okay, let's do 5 green and speckled frogs, starting with that A chord. 5 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 4 green speckled frogs. All right, for this one, we need to add E minor and B7. So E minor, we're going to put the first finger on the second fret of that bottom string, the A string. The second finger goes on the third fret of the next string up, the E string. The third finger goes on the fourth fret of that C string up there, okay? Here's what the E minor chord sounds like. B7 is you take all those fingers and you're gonna move them up 1 string. So we're just gonna pop them up here. So we've got the first finger on the second fret of E, second finger on the third fret of C, and a third finger on the fourth fret of our top string G. Oops. Let's try switching back and forth. So E minor, B7. Minor, Let's go ahead and do this song. This song's gonna have an E minor, a G, E minor, G, B7, E minor, D, and so on. Okay, we're gonna try Ants Go Marching. It's got some really quick changes in it, so I'm gonna start with that part where it goes, the little one stops to suck his thumb, so we can walk through that slowly. So starting with the E minor. The little one stops, B7, to suck his thumb, back to E minor, and they all, D, go, E minor, march, now B7, in, E minor, down, B7, to the ground, back up to B7, to get out of the rain. There's a reason this is the last song I'm including in the video. It is a challenging one, and I don't expect people at the beginner to get this. This is one of the ones you're going to work up to. Okay? The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one. The little one stops to suck his thumb, and they all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I didn't get it quite right. After several tries, you're going to keep working on it. You're going to keep practicing, and you'll get there, just like I will. One of the whole approaches to this video is wanting to say, let's just try it. Be willing to make mistakes and be willing to kind of just keep pushing and working hard, because everyone has the ability to learn to play music. You might not be there yet, but you will be someday.
If you are leading story times at a preschool or a library, I have lots more resources for you on my blog at gooddayswithkids.com. From lesson plans to book recommendations to tips on teaching rhythm and tips on using the parachute in group time. Check it out. Once you've mastered all those preschool songs, you might find that you have fallen in love with ukulele and you want to learn more. Here are my favorite YouTube channels for ukulele tutorials. Most mornings when I'm playing on my uke, I think of a song I want to work on, go to YouTube and search for song title ukulele, and then I work through the tutorials by these or other instructors. Many of those instructors have Patreons, where for a small monthly fee you can access PDF song sheets and lots of other supplemental materials. Morristown has all of their song sheets available for free. For any song you want to learn, you can do a Google search for song title ukulele chords and come up with several versions in different keys. Play around to find the one that suits your voice best. I also found it helpful to have songbooks. I've used the book Daily Ukulele. I flip to the next song, try it on my own, then search for tutorials of it to build more skills, or I search on YouTube for song title play along if I'm feeling confident and I want to practice playing it at tempo. I also use the songbooks for my local ukulele group, which brings me to the next point. Find other people to play ukulele with. Search for a group in your area. They're often free, drop-in anytime groups. Or if you can't find one locally, there are some online groups you can join as well. Playing with other people really helps to bring your skill up to a higher level. Thanks for checking out this video. You know, after spending almost 50 years believing that I was not a musician, I have found great joy in learning how to play the ukulele, and I hope that you will too. Have fun playing your uke.